If you've ever felt nervous about doing some presentation on your data analytics, this video will give you the one thing for purchase to pay dashboards that will make you feel 100 times more confident. If you follow this one dashboard, you will feel really much more relaxed when you are presenting your findings at the end of your work. And today we are going to talk about another dashboard in Audit Zoom. Really excited about this one as well because this is one of the dashboards that you absolutely have to get right before you start doing anything. Don't do any data analytics until you've done this dashboard. And I'm going to be showing you a little bit why. So in this dashboard, you're going to be comparing the accounts payable ledger to the general ledger. And just before this video, we did the general ledger compared to the trial balance, and we did whether or not debit equals credit in the general ledger. So we are totally fine with our general ledger, assuming that is 100% correct. Now we can go on to the accounts payable ledger. And we're going to make sure that our accounts payable ledger is 100% correct compared to the general ledger. Now, if you don't do this, then you're in a little bit of a risk of doing some analysis about purchasing that doesn't actually make sense. So you might be thinking, yeah, but Claire, it's impossible. The accounts payable ledger is actually equal to the general ledger. It's just a subsection of it. And especially in SAP, those two things are actually the same table. And this is true. But when you've got someone extracting your data for you, you don't know if they're going to make a mistake. Maybe they do it on the wrong date. Maybe they use the input date instead of the posting date. Maybe they use the wrong company code. Or maybe they do something silly, like for example, you have 10 files with your data in it and they only give you 9, or some of the data gets cut off in Excel. There are different reasons why you might get the wrong data set. But whatever it is, you just want to make sure that it's correct, right? So if you take a quick look at this dashboard, you can see the KPIs along the top, you can see the graph, you can see the counts, and you can quickly check it and see that it is the same. And if you have some differences, you can know what they are. It might be something really old in the past, you don't really care, so you can just keep going. And another thing that's very interesting about this dashboard is actually that you can compare this to what you have on your balance sheet. And you can actually show your audited entity and you say, okay, we're going to do some data analytics. These are the figures that we got to start with. Before we start, do you agree that these are correct for suppliers? And they should say, yes, that's good. And then you feel a lot more confident before you actually start doing any data analytics. So here, as usual, you can see in the pie chart, you can see which accounts are most important in terms of number of journal entries. And down below in the detail table, you can see the lines relating to that, and you can actually export it into Excel. Across the top, you've got your KPIs, so everything you can see very quickly and easily whether or not you have the correct data set to start doing some accounts payable testing.